Hi guys, it's Nancy and I am back with my final album share. I'm sure you may be a bit fed up of them now, but this is my 12 by 12 album. This is super chunky. I really would need 2 albums for this, but space is an issue. So these are all forced into this one album, which probably takes up more room than just one, but I think if I make a band to go around it, hopefully it won't. And I just need to not make so chunky layouts really. So some of these you'll have seen because they've been featured in my videos earlier in the year. Some of these you won't have seen. Some of these are classes I've taught, some of them are classes I've taken. So it's a real mixed bag, but I don't want to make this a super long video, but I just thought I'd do another flip through. So this is roughly in chronological order. Yeah, not 100%, but roughly. So sorry about the camera angle, and you can see my flowery dress and stuff. I just needed to try and get it enough so you could see the 4 pages. So this is one of the first ones I made of the year about my love of mojitos. This is actually using a lot of the Reset Girl stuff, which I haven't touched since then actually. I brought lots of these papers, these calendar ones, simple story ones, so I have to find them in my stash. This is from a class that I did in a Go-Go Getaway. So this is using a marble background taught by Lisa. Would like really funny words. It was using the, I can't think of the collection. I think it was a Simple Stories collection. But yeah, so I really enjoyed that. And again, this is the problem. This is then just, again, I think this is for a challenge layout. I'm using a colour theme, so I had lots of these wood veneers left over from a kit. So I just used gold and teal to decorate those. I think this was also for a class, so this is, for a challenge. This is using thread in the background. I think I may have shared this or shown this. I haven't actually put the journaling on here, which is really stupid because I ripped the journaling out and worked out where it was going to fit. I have to find out where that is. No, it's not in there. But this is a very white stark page, which is not very me, to be honest. This one is one I done again from influence from a Go-Go Getaway page, and this is using the sketch pen on the silhouette. So I used a sketch pen to outline the words and then I painted them. So love that. This is using, I think I may have shared some of these on my channel. These are using the Heidi Swap collection, and I love these patterns. Oh, I love it. So this is around Valentine's. More Valentine's theme ones, lots of inks and stuff. Love this one, nice drip across the top. So yeah, I really love this alpha as well. So this is when we went out for Valentine's. This is then about the Go-Go Getaway, and this is a class that we did at the first design team weekend, and it was really fab. We all got to sort of meet each other and get to know each other. I knew a couple of them anyway, and then we kind of made this dream catcher and these bits and bits. So I love that. I mean, this again is a layout that is not my normal style, but has really good memories because of where we were. This is then the first getaway that I taught at in March. It's a really good weekend, loads of people, my first experience of a getaway, and it was really fab. These are using some Ali Edwards hearts, and this was an exclusive colour part that we had. I think I may have shared these. This is from when me and my boyfriend had a trip to Oxford, I think, and somewhere else. We just went away for a couple of days. So again, these kind of don't go together, but they kind of go together. This is one of my favourite pages I've made this year. Really love that. I think I may have done a video for this. I may not have. There's lots of texture, like this stupid massive rose, which is about an inch off the page. And there's cabochons and, oh, it's ridiculous. But I love it. But it's really not good to go in an album when you have limited space. It's quite funny looking back on this and I remember when I had orange hair. Quite like that. These ones I think I've shared on here. So this is when I used the Bella Boulevard. Was it Bella Boulevard? May have been Bella Boulevard. To make these really fun, sort of like whimsical pages. So I really enjoyed doing them. My happy place. This is me at the caravan. I miss my caravan. This is a picture of me in my caravan. This is then a picture about my goal of sock making. That was my massive thing I wanted to learn in 2017, how to knit and how to knit socks. I've got knitted sock crazy. I think I'm on about 15 pairs now, 16 pairs. Always have one with me. Here is a sock I'm working on as we speak. Just find them really mindless. Always keep one with me because, you know, it just helps de-stress. So, and this is a paper from Paige Evans. So this one I think I may have shared on here. This heart has come afloat, so I need to put that back where he should be. But this was using those dewdrops to make this beautiful frame. And again, these are just using the Valentine's collections just to create some pages. Like I said, these are not double pages, but these go together. This is one that I did on the Hey Little Magpie one, and this is talking about home, which used to be at the caravan site. So yeah, there's lots of like bittersweet memories in here, and I think I will go back and make an album about my time at the caravan and what it meant for me. I moved to the caravan after I'd split up from a 5-year relationship where we've been living together. Very hard breakup, involved my ex-partner's mental health, and it's a really hard time. So the caravan was very much a place for me and my thoughts and in my own head. So it's a really special part of my life, and I do want to go back and document it, but I don't think I'm quite there yet. This was my garden that was at the caravan. This was actually done at a class in where I made my mini book that I showed you, the one with the shaker cover. This is all using the same collection, which is by Cocoa Vanilla, which I couldn't remember the other day. And this is using, this is taught by Esther, and this is using coffee filters to make these flowers. Again, these are another couple. These were taught by Lorraine. This is actually using the offcut from that. And this is documenting me and my dad preparing my garden. This is just a funny Snapchat filter of my boyfriend asleep. This again is the kind of pages that go together but aren't together. So this is about, this is my old car and this is my new car. 2017. What keep saying 16 for? 2017 was a massive year for me because I keep reflecting on this. Like on my relationship, my ex left me with a lot of debts. And paid off enough of my debts to be able to get good credit on getting a brand new car. And this was a brand new car, never owned by anyone. My other car I loved to bits, but it wasn't new to me. It was second hand. But I've got a brand new, top of the spec, all mod cons, love it to pieces car. And this was a picture I took the day when my old car was due to be picked up, and I had them parked and I was like, I have to take a picture of that. And I feel that the little things are often the biggest things. And it was just, that photo captured so much achievement for me. This then is still talking about drive, and this about cars. I've used this drive which came with the kit, the drive kit by Ali Edwards. I no longer subscribe to that kit, so I still have lots of parts from it. So this was my new car, which is a Volkswagen Polo. My boyfriend's new car, and I got my car, and I think he got his like 4 weeks later. Had to outdo me, and he got a Jeep Renegade. Oh, it's a lovely car. So we got new cars so we could drive in style. This was taken from a kit that was at the March Go-Go retreat, and I hadn't used it, so it's a picture of my mum and dad and down where my caravan used to be. This is the Hey Little Magpie Girls. This was a mini break that we had. Again, this was one from the class that was taught. I think there's another one Esther did at that weekend using the shimmers and the cocoa vanilla products. So I love that. Again, this is one using one of the bits in the class as well, these die cuts. So these are pictures from the weekend. It was a great weekend. We had really good weather, a lot of alcohol. It was great fun. This was a class taught by Lisa, making this beautiful title. And I think I may have done a video, I can't remember. I think I may have, on this, creating this one. Again, it's taking the same technique of creating your own title. And this is then just documenting from that day. So the kit from my book that I taught. So that was a really great thing. And I like capturing crafting on that same silly. So I used the other part of that go-go cut, die cut, and this was from that weekend. So this is the Colour Cuts and Magical Mediums weekend in July, and this is all the delegates. It's us in our aprons. Of course, I love it. And this is using really old papers. And that weekend was my birthday. I really didn't mind teaching on my birthday. I don't make a big thing out of birthdays really. My 30th birthday was like the biggest thing because I did a massive thing on YouTube. I don't know if you've been on my channel that long. And people sent me cards and layouts and stuff. And just there on my wall are still all the cards that I've got. Like Angela, who made me like a little TARDIS one. I've got ones. What else? Cause I can see the TARDIS one because that's like right in front of me. Then I've got one from like Mel. I've got one from, who else can I see? Kat. I've got loads up there and I love it. And then I've got Moira's layout that she made. So it's really fab. And so I love my 30th birthday. But so Lorraine and Janice, who own the Go-Go company along with Nikki, they surprised me, completely surprised me with a birthday cake which had flamingos on. And everyone who knows me knows I love flamingos because I had flamingos outside my caravan that my boyfriend bought me very early on in our relationship. So love it. And they captured these photos of me and I love the pictures. So my bestie hasn't featured much in my 2017 album actually. We didn't get to see too much of each other because of life stuff, but we did see each other a few times, and so wherever I can I get her in my album. Everyone knows that really 2017 was the year of Snapchat pictures on scrapbook pages, hence this one of me as a bunny and using little bunny bits from the Chanel collection. So I really enjoyed doing this page, but yeah, it was definitely the year of the Snapchat filters. Another one here, Snapchat filter, just a nice fun layout using lots of spangly bits and pieces. This is one that was actually taken from a class that was taught by Maddie, I believe, in Haydock in November, whenever it was, November I think, and it was my take on it, using these dark colours, so I really enjoyed that. I think there's one canoe too. I then taught 2 layouts at that event, and it was kind of using planner clip sort of styles. So this was my first layout that I made, which had a lot of background texture, printing around. These are Kaiser craft papers, which is not a collection that I use a lot of. So yeah, created this with all these rose gold elements. But my favourite is this one. Using black cardstock, building up a background. Again, having these planner clips like on a hanger sort of style. Absolutely love that. So these are the 2 layouts that I taught in November. We have this one, which is one of Nikki's classes. This is actually part of a double layout, but I just done a single, and it's a picture of my niece dressed up as me. So she's wearing my specs and a hat I made. So that's at Nikki, done a sort of tutorial, a lot of stuff on how to do the silhouette stuff. She's on the silhouette design team, so she has a lot of stuff on that. This is then using that page Evans paper, so I cut a lot of bits out and pieces and sort of built this up. And this is actually my niece and nephew looking at the Harry Potter album that I made. Funny enough, my nephew is holding his mobile phone in one hand, so I didn't get him to put his phone down, but he looked away long enough, and this is my niece looking at it as well. This is a one I did for, I think it was Hey Little Magpie. Made this big sort of background cut and with some stitching and things in it. Friendship and Gin. This was again when went away with the Go-Go Getaway girls, and we stayed in a hotel. We brought gin in cans, or gin and tonic in cans, so that was great fun. And another picture from the weekend was this heart background that I made with a picture of my watercolours and a beautiful cake that Nikki had made, so love that. This is then documenting an addition I had to one of my tattoos. I've got plans to add to my tattoo collection this year, but money is an issue as always, so I actually added these two lines. I can show you on my actual wrist, can't I? So I added my nephew and my niece. People who may have not watched my channel before, I have my family's names in Morse code. My mum, my dad, my sister, my aunt, and now my niece and my nephew. So they weren't there up till this year, last year, so I've added those on. My granddad was in the railway, worked on the railways, and used to tap Morse code quite a lot when we were younger, and it's a big part of my memory, so I've got their names in Morse code, so I love it because I know what it means. It, you know, other people of course could work it out, but I really love it, and I've got my name in Morse code on my neck in case someone needs to know what I am. So this is just documenting that. This was then using bits and pieces from the collection that we used, which was old to new, which was at the Go-Go Getaway in Haydock. We got a massive, I've got so much stash from that still as well. Had all these beautiful wood veneers in. So that was what that was from. These were some ones that I shared on the Hey Little Magpie blog. So these are Jen Hadfield. As you know, I love Jen Hadfield. Again, using the dark wood grain themes. So this was for my mum's birthday. This is my pumpkin spice and everything nice. And these are all stitched around. And I did this at a crop, and I moaned so much, and I drove everyone crazy. But I'm glad I did it. So that's a picture of a pumpkin spice latte I had. This was one that this one of me and my boyfriend was at when we were out at a meal. And then this is Halloween one I done, and this was actually from a class that Flora taught at the Go-Go Getaway. And this was a paper, and you kind of painted these and cut these out, and I used pearlescent watercolours, only really cheapy ones. And we dressed up at Halloween at work, and I was kind of like, not a sugar skull, but it was kind of like a mermaid come flower crown come, I don't know what it was really, but I wore a wig and had gems on my face. So made this layout, stuck these gems on the background, it looked fab. Used some Halloween stash, made a little flower crown to match. So I really enjoyed that, and that was say from a Flora's class where she taught about doing this part in the background, and then I just kind of added to it. So that is all of my 12 by 12 layouts for 2017. I love 12 by 12. It's not going anywhere. I'm still going to be doing it for my American album, which I think probably I will film a flick through of where they're at, kind of probably March, April time, because they're not necessarily in complete order. But if you do go back in my channel, you'll see like my Disney section that I did. I then did a section on the whale trip and stuff, so I'm kind of working on it in blocks now, because there's so many photos. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed these flip throughs of my albums and sort of seeing where they're all at. I've really enjoyed kind of looking back over it, because in a way I felt like I hadn't done much in 2017 to do with scrapbooking, but actually I've done quite a lot, so I was being a bit harsh on myself. So I hope you've enjoyed looking back on these. As I said, do go and check out any past videos, which will be in my queue, because you'll see some of where I've done these. So if they've been done for Go-Go Getaway blog or the Hey Little Magpie blog, you'll see them listed in different playlists, so you can go back and watch them. Please do like, push the little bell icon below, because then you'll get a notification when I have a new video come up. But if not, I hope you come back to my channel and see me soon. I hope you have some really good scrapping time. I'm really looking forward to getting back in the swing of things when I work out exactly how I'm going to scrap this year, and I will be sharing that journey with you. So I want to thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video today, taking the time to watch my channel over the past couple of weeks. I've really enjoyed reconnecting with everyone. So thank you very much guys, and I will speak to you all again very, very soon. Bye!